Hey there everybody, Agent Fluffy here, and welcome to my fanfic read of Equestrian Turnabouts, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Equestrian Turnabouts Turnabout Muffin, Part 2, by TheBronywiththeBowTie. And I hope you enjoy it. Turnabout Muffins, Part 2, Investigation. Edgeworth nodded as he left his desk, every pony in the gallery beginning to file out of the courtroom, most of them muttering about how Derpy might not be the culprit after Phoenix's display. Applejack sighed. That sure was a peculiar display. One thing for certain, she and Twilight needed to talk to Pinky and Derpy, and that defense attorney. As they both walked into the lobby, they could see that Phoenix and Derpy were already there.
"You are great in there, Mr. Lawyer,"
Derpy said to him. Phoenix chuckled at that. Is that what you call great? We found out nothing. Derpy looked down.
"Well, we found out that Carrot Top was paid by that mean filthy rich to frame me."
She sniffled a little bit. Twilight and Applejack walked over to them, having overheard that.
"Princess Twilight?"
Derpy stammered. Twilight blushed a bit at that. Please, just Twilight is fine. Wait, Applejack began, a bit confused by Derpy's statement. When was it said that Filthy was paying Carrot? The way I understood, she was just testifying because of your muffin issue. She wrapped her arms around Derpy, comforting her friend. Derpy looked at her with the wonky eyes.
"Well, why else would you do it? She's been having money troubles recently."
Phoenix nodded. That is true, he said, but we can't make any claims like that without any proof. Just then, Phoenix was tackled to the ground by a blob of something light purple. The blob turned out to be a young-looking teenage unicorn mare. Her mane drawn up in a traditional style, and she wore a formal-looking kimono. Her kitty mark was that of a yin-yang symbol. The mare had a wide grin on her face. "Nick!" she shouted. "Gah! Maya?" Nick shouted right back, in surprise when the teenager's tackle hug.
"Nick, you went into trial without me?"
The teenage mare asked. "I thought you were busy with your spirit training," Phoenix asked her. "Weren't you soaking under a waterfall and never free?" The mare giggled at that.
"Oh, well, yeah, but
I finished early," she said. AJ smiled a bit as this new mare began arguing with Phoenix a bit. She and Twilight took a step back, not wanting to intrude on the conversation.
"Twilight! AJ! Derpy!"
yelled a familiar, energetic voice. Twilight and AJ grinned as Pinkie Pie bounced giddily toward them. "Oh, hey Pinkie Pie," Phoenix said. "This is Maya Fey, my assistant and spirit medium." He gestured toward the teenage mare. "In training," Maya said. Applejack grinned and extended a hoot to Maya. "Name's Applejack. Pleasure to meet you." "You probably already know me. Princess Twilight Sparkle," she said, trying to remain modest.
"Oh, it's so good to meet ya!"
Pinkie said.
What's a spirit medium?"
Maya shook Applejack's hoof and looked over at Pinkie.
"Well,"
she began, "a spirit medium is some pony who can contact spirits beyond the grave. Only right now, the only spirit I can channel is my sister." Pinkie looked excited about all of this, and Twilight looked thoroughly interested as well.
"Oh!"
Pinkie exclaimed.
"That sounds so cool!"
"Wait," AJ then thought. "If y'all can contact your sister, then that means..." Then the realization hit. I'm so sorry," Twilight said, the realization hitting her too. Maya just shook her head and smiled.
"No, it's okay. Me and my sister is happy, and so am I. Really, Nick, because Nick found a killer."
"Huh? Oh, yeah," Phoenix said, reminiscing. "That was only my second case." Phoenix grinned, ignoring the connotations of the discussion.
"Really? That's great!"
Applejack's eyes widened at that. "It sounds like you two have been through some tight spots." Phoenix just shook his head. "You have no idea. Anyways, I say we focus on the trial at hand and do some investigating." Maya nodded.
"Good!"
she interjected.
"You can tell me what I missed while we do so."
Applejack nodded. Right, she began. By the way, good job, Pinky. That was some real quick thinking you did back there. Pinky simply beamed.
Just one question now,
Twinkie stated. She then looked at Pinky.
Why did you make it so hard?
You could have just told her Mr. and Mrs. Cake were there. Pinky giggled at this and patted her royal friend on the head.
Oh, silly twine, if I did that, where would the fun in game be?
Phoenix gave him a confused look. Game? He asked. What game? Pinky grinned.
Oh, nothing,
she said.
Say, does this mean you guys are gonna do some investigating now?
Yes, it does, Phoenix said. Twilight smiled at this.
Mind if we tag along then?
Suggested Applejack. We really want to help get to the bottom of this. Pinky bounced up and down excitedly.
Me too! Me too! We can all three help!
The lawyer put a hoop to his chin and thought. Well, for this one, I suppose more ponies helping out would increase the chances of finding information.
I can help too,
Derpy said. Just then, a taller-looking stallion wearing a green trench coat placed a hoof on their shoulder. Not so fast, pal, he said. Every pony looked at the newcomer. Excuse me? She said. But why can't she? Phoenix rolled his eyes and sighed. He knew this pony. What is it now, Gumshoe? The stallion looked annoyed at that. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, Harry! He shouted. Phoenix sighed, irritated. Phoenix! And she hasn't been proven innocent yet, the detective said. She has to stay in the detention center. Derpy's wonky eyes darted around the room nervously when he said that.
The detention center?
He squeaked. AJ raised an eyebrow. Why in tarnation would you have to do that, partner? It seems pretty clear to me she didn't do it. Did you not see all that in there? Gumshoe shook his head. Well, the judge hasn't given its verdict yet, has he? Until then, we don't know for sure, he stated.
It's okay,
Derpy said.
I probably just messed something up by trying to help investigate anyway.
She sniffed a tiny bit. Twilight shook her head.
Don't say that, Derpy.
I reckon I'll stop by and visit later, Applejack said. Well, I'll stop by and visit, Phoenix stated. Of course! Maya shouted excitedly.
Thank you,
Derpy sniffled. Gumshoe had a guilty look on his face. He put a hoof on Derpy's shoulder. Don't think I want to do this, but if Butch over there is defending you, then I'm sure you're innocent. Derpy giggled a bit at that.
His name is Phoenix.
I know what I said! Gumshoe retorted quickly. Pinky giggled at this, with Applejack seemed confused about something. Well, she began. I ain't exactly up to snuff on the rules of court and all, but I take it you and that Edgeworth fellow is supposed to be arguing about why Derpy was innocent or not. It seemed awfully strange to me why I would suddenly support Pinky's claim earlier. It seemed awful easy to make up a reason why Mr. and Mrs. Cake couldn't be there, she explained in thought. Phoenix shook his head. Edgeworth isn't your normal prosecutor. He used to be like the rest, only in to get a guilty verdict, but now he's in it to get the absolute truth. But when it looks like the defendant really isn't guilty, he sort of helps me to find a real culprit. Is that what you're telling ponies these days, Mr. Wright? A familiar voice asked from behind him. Edgeworth was approaching the group, and he overheard that line. It is truthful, I suppose, he admitted. Edgeworth, he said.
Edgeworth!
Maya shouted.
What are you doing here?
He smiled slightly at Maya. Simply inform Mr. Wright of what he just claimed, he began. I am beginning to doubt my client, so as you are aware. I am willing to help you in court to provide enough evidence, but know I still have a job to do and therefore cannot simply give up. If you are to win this Phoenix and prove this man's innocence, you would need a lot more to go on rather than simple conveniences. He then turned to Pinky for a moment, who grinned as usual. Of course, Phoenix said, confidence not leaving his voice. In fact, we were just about to do some investigating. Edgeworth nodded slightly, and I was about to talk to our new witnesses and add any new evidence once they were brought in by the law officers. A rather chilling smile then overtook him. Good luck to both of us then, I suppose. Phoenix nodded. Yeah. He turned back to the group. Let's go! Edgeworth turned and left. Yup! Applejack exclaimed with a smile. Let's get going! He grinned.
Okie dokie dokie!
Maya put a hoof to her chin. So, how do we get to Sugar Cube Corner? She asked. Pinky's already grinned widened even more.
Oh, man, I'm right there! I can lead!
She said excitedly while waving her hoof in the air. Alright, you lead us, Phoenix said to her.
Okay, let's go, Lady Pony!
Pinky exclaimed as she began bouncing towards Sugar Cube Corner. Twilight sighed and shook her head.
I can do you at a more reasonable pace.
She and Applejack began to trot in the direction that Pinky had gone in, but the pink mare was now out of sight. Phoenix rocked to the two of them, Maya following close behind, humming something from herself. Phoenix smiled at this. She always seemed to be in such a good mood. Here we are, Sugar Corner! Applejack announced as they get closer to the gingerbread building. Twilight was looking around curiously. Now where's Pinky?
Here I am!
Pinky shouted excitedly as she jumped out of a bale of hay next to her, making Twilight and Applejack jump back a few to be surprised. Whoa! Phoenix would shout, falling over and Pinky popping out of nowhere, causing Maya to laugh hysterically. Pinky, what'd you do that for? AJ asked as she gathered herself.
You're all bringing a bunch of slowpokes and I had a surprise for you!
Pinky explained jubilantly. Phoenix stood up and brushed the dust off his suit. Well, you nearly gave me a heart attack, he shouted. Pinky looked at him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Feeny. I know. Why not make it up to you at a party?
Oh, I'd love a party, Maya exclaimed. Later. For now, we need to investigate, Phoenix said. Phoenix is right, AJ said. Let's get on and talk to Mr. and Mrs. Cake. Pinky nodded.
Okie dokie dokie, let's go!
She replied, hopping inside. Twilight looks around. Does any pony else notice all the cops and detectives? She asked immediately to herself. Within, the stores were full of delicious pastries set on display. However, no pony was currently on the counter.
Here we are!
Pinky exclaimed.
My home and my work!
Phoenix looked around with a smile on his face. This looks like a nice place. Maya pointed.
Nick! Look! Cupcakes!
Phoenix frowned. You just had a dandelion sandwich. Maya smirked at that.
I had stomach for cupcakes.
How many stomachs does she have? Phoenix thought to himself. Pinky turned to her.
Really? Me too!
They're delicious, are they? Maya asked. Pinky, Phoenix said, trying to get them refocused. So, where are Mr. and Mrs. Cake? Pinky turned to him.
Oh, they should be in the back,
she exclaimed. This is where a blue mirror and a pink mirror that brought cupcake frosters and Maya walked out. I'm sorry, but we're close to the... Pinky! Applejack! Princess Twilight! What is all that serious name are you doing here? Did you not see all the investigators? This is a crime scene! Mrs. Cake asked in surprise. Pinky giggled.
I know! Isn't it exciting? We're helping investigating!
Twilight blushed a little bit when she was referred to as Princess. Phoenix walked up to her and extended a hoof. Phoenix Wright, Vice and Co-Law Offices, and this is my assistant, Maya Fay.
We're Derpy's lawyers!
Maya exclaimed. The baker's eyes widened. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit flushed at the moment. But at all these events, she explained as she shook his hoof. It's understandable, ma'am, Phoenix said to her. Now we were wondering if we could ask you some questions. She frowned slightly. Well, I can't answer too much, since I'm being called to testify tomorrow, but I can try to answer 1 or 2 questions, so long as they aren't too in-depth. Alright, Phoenix said. Did you happen to see any pony other than Pinkie Pie in the shop yesterday morning? Twilight levitated a roll of parchment and a quill pen in her magic, so she could take notes while Mrs. Cake was speaking. She shook her head. Well, not Miss Derpy or Mr. Rich when he came by for the pickup. And she found only no Carrot Top came by yesterday. Mrs. Cake nodded slightly at this. Oh, I must have been in the back when she came by. You see, my husband and I have taken alternates taking care of the twins lately. Usually it's no problem when Pinky is here, since either her or one of us to go while 2 others manned the store, but due to the customer's request that she not be here for pickup. I have put a hoof search in. Can you tell us about what Carrot Top was doing here? Or do you want to wait until the trial? Miss Cake frowned slightly at this. I would love to tell you everything I can, but I think this should be saved for tomorrow, mainly because my husband can tell you more, and because I don't want to break the promise we made to the investigators. Phoenix nodded. Part of him wanted to wait until the trial to question them, another part of him wanted to investigate. We understand. Do you mind if we investigate the crime scene? He asked. Oh, she shook her head a little. No, I don't mind. Just, she was cut off by the sound of 2 children crying. Sugar Pumpkin! Could you come and help me? The twins are getting out of hand again! Called a rather nasally male voice. Of course, dear. Just give me a moment. She turned back to them. I've got to take care of the babies. Hickey, will you ensure all is all right with our guests? She asked, turning to go back to the back area again. You think how unusual, ma'am, sir? Hickey saluted. Phoenix looked down a bit. Who would want to steal a couple of children? She had to find out. So, Pinky, mind showing us the crime scene? Pinky grinned. Sure thing! She then led the way to the kitchen and set a caution tape set up around the storage bits of delivery. As one tray was on the ground, a pile of muffins all on the floor. Here it is! Doesn't really look like any muffins were stolen, Pinky said, thought. It just looks messy, Maya exclaimed. AJ shrugged. Regardless, they can't get eaten. Whoever did it certainly had an intention. Every pony who might have done it was an accident, has an alibi. Except for Derpy! Pinky butted. AJ briefly glared at her. Pinky, that's not very helpful, Twilight said. Pinky smiled and began looking around for evidence. When something caught Maya's eye. Nick, what do you make of this? She held up a tote bag full of smashed up muffins in her unicorn magic, most likely left behind because the thief didn't have enough time to grab it. Pinky, Twilight, AJ looked to it. Huh, I feel like I've seen that before, Pinky said, eyeing it. Really? Where? Phoenix asked. Pinky eyed it some more before saying, Can't remember. Phoenix examined it closer. Oh! He exclaimed. What is it, Nick? Maya asked. I think we have our thief. Look, he pointed. The bag is labeled with Carrot Top's cutie mark. What? AJ gasped in surprise.
Ooh, yep, that's what I thought. It's Carrot Top's.
Pinky smiled obliviously. I don't believe it, Twilight gasped in surprise. Why would you do this to our friend? I got this feeling that wasn't Carrot Top's idea, Phoenix explained. Who do you think it did, Phoenix? Applejack asked, already knowing the answer for it and saying, Look, I know Mr. Rich is looking real suspicious at the moment, and I don't doubt he's involved, but I never know him to be the type to do this sort of thing. That's what we're going to find out tomorrow, Phoenix said. Maya, when I finish up here, write a letter to Edgeworth. Tell him to call Mr. Rich to the stand after the cakes.
Already on it,
I said, writing the letter with a quilt pen and parchment. Applejack nodded slightly. I see. Hope all goes well then. Pinky nodded vigorously.
Oh, don't worry so much, AJ. Phoenix on our side. I'll be fine.
In the meantime, I think we should go pay Derpy a visit, Phoenix said. Twilight nodded. That sounds like a plan to me. Maya, take the letter to the post office and mail it to Edgeworth. Then meet us at the detention center, Phoenix said.
You got it, Nick,
Maya said, trying it out in the bakery, carrying the letter in their magic. Should one of us keep her company? Applejack asked, watching her leave. Maya will be fine on her own, Phoenix said. She'll most likely meet me back in our office. I trust her. AJ nodded. Well, let's get going then. Pinky nodded.
Yeah.
Twilight nodded as well when they began to walk to the detention center.
So, Beanie, you mind if I ask you something?
Pinky asked. Sure, what is it? Phoenix asked.
How did you find that with your special talent anyway?
She asked curiously. Phoenix looked down. It's a long story. It all started back in grade school. I was accused of stealing lunch money from Alice Edgeworth. He was my classmate at the time, and everybody thought I did it. They held this stupid class trial, and believe it or not, Edgeworth actually defended me. Others claimed that there wasn't enough evidence to prove I was a thief. After I studied law in an Ivy League school, and I was being tutored by my sister Mia in the art of being a defense attorney, I was still a blank flake at that time. I didn't get my cutie mark until after I won my second trial. Mia had been murdered and Maya was blamed. I defended her and proved her innocence, with Mia's help, in an impossible to explain way. After I started writing co-law offices, because Mia has left her office to me, that's when I got my cutie mark. AJ frowned a bit. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I'm sure she didn't mean to dig up any skeletons with that. Pinky nodded.
Yeah, no, it is pretty inspiring,
She said optimistically. Twilight smiled after hearing Phoenix's story. Pinky was right. It was very inspiring. No, it's all right, Phoenix said. I told that story so many times now I've gotten used to it. Eventually, they made it to the detention center. Well, here are, Abstract said, look into it. Now let's go and find Derpy. Phoenix and the other walk inside, where are the various windows in which poets can visit their friends and loved ones in prison. I wonder where she is, Twilight wondered to herself. Phoenix sat down in a chair. Inside the viewing room, Derpy was pushed inside by a guard. That marks on her face from tears she was crying. AJ and Pinky followed behind. Howdy, Derpy! You alright? Applejack asked concerned.
Guess what? I made you a cake!
Pinky exclaimed, pulling out a cake made specifically for Derpy. A few of the guards' eyes at the cake suspiciously. Pinky? Phoenix warned.
Thank you, Pinky,
Derpy sniffled. How are you holding out? Phoenix asked.
Not very well,
Derpy said.
The police won't stop asking me questions I don't know the answer to. And prisoner police won't stop making fun of me.
Pinky looked at the guards.
Oh, do you want some too?
Applejack rolled eyes and stepped forward. Just keep at it, Derpy. You can do this. I know it. You're a strong mare.
Thank you, Applejack.
Derpy sniffled.
Mr. Lawyer, I want you to know that you can't prove me innocent tomorrow. I won't blame you.
Phoenix put a hoof on her glass. Don't say that. Have faith. I'll prove you innocent and they'll get you out of here. Yeah!
Yeah! We'll get you out before you can say him and Jimmy split.
Pink said nonchalantly. AJ looked at Pinky strangely. She's right though, Twilight said. We're gonna get you out as quick as we can. Pinky nodded.
Mama? Mama? Where are you?
A mare's voice rang out. No, it was a filly's voice. Derpy's eyes widened.
Dinky! Oh, my little muffin, you shouldn't be here.
AJ and Twilight's eyes widened at this, while Pinky craned her neck to the source.
Here, Dinky! Over here!
Mama, she said. You're coming home, right? Pinky gave her a mildly trustful look. Oh, my sweet little muffin. I don't know. Phoenix had had enough. He slammed the soups on the counter like he does in court. No! You will be getting out of here. Dinky, I promise your mother will be proven innocent. AJ nodded. He's right, Dinky. We're all gonna make sure your mom's alright. Pinky nodded.
And there's going to be a giant party afterward. You better.
Dinky said, starting to cry. She sniffled a little bit.
You better!
She then hugged Phoenix, crying in his chest. Phoenix returned the hug. Derpy smiled at the scene, however. She felt guilty that she wasn't the one comforting her daughter.
Dinky,
Derpy stated.
Mr. Lawyer is going to make this all better. Don't worry. I need you to be strong. Sparkler the Full Sitter will be watching you until I can come home, okay? Okay.
Dinky sniffled.
I love you, Mama. I love you too, Muffin.
Derpy said. The guard stepped up behind Derpy. He was obviously trying to hide his tears from the moment he just saw. The visiting hours are almost over. He blew blew his nose in a handkerchief. AJ nodded slightly. Then I reckon we best be going then. I reckon we'll see you tomorrow, Derpy. Pinky nodded.
Yeah, we take another hop to your freedom,
She determined. Twilight nodded with them in agreement. Phoenix nods and pries Dinky off of him. Want me to walk you home, Dinky? He asked. Dinky shook her head.
No, thank you. I can find my way home from here.
Applejack smiled at her and ruffled Philly's mane slightly. No doubt. Just be careful, Buckaroo. Pinky nodded.
Yeah, but you're in strong, Philly. You can handle yourself. Yeah,
Dinky said with a smile.
if any bully messes with me,
Roar gave off a small spark.
kapow! Right in the kisser.
Derpy giggled at that. I wouldn't mess with you. The three mirrors laughed as well. Well, me neither, Applejack exclaimed. Pinky responded with,
Nope, none whatsoever.
Twilight nodded. I wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alley. Well, we shall all head home and prepare for tomorrow, Phoenix said. Yup, I reckon so, Applejack said quickly. Pinky nodding.
Yeah, we all need some rest.
Twilight nodded as well. I also need to go over the testimonies and evidence that was given today to make sure we didn't miss anything. See you all at court tomorrow, Phoenix said, beginning to trot home.
Yuppers, Pinky said.
Yup, see you all then, Applejack said. See you tomorrow, Twilight said as they all began to walk off their separate ways. Phoenix was sure Maya would be back at her office by now. He'd take her out for something to eat later. He had hoped that Edgeworth had taken this letter. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed the fanfic read. And, Turnabout Muffins Part 3 next time. And it's a trial, so it'll be exciting. This has been Extra Fluffy, and I'll see you guys next time. It was a Philly's voice. Derpy's eyes